I still remember the day our father's will was read. It was supposed to be the day my brother and I inherited the fortune he built over a lifetime. Instead, it was the day everything we thought we knew about our father changed. We sat in the lawyer's office, expecting to hear the words, "To my beloved children, I leave everything." But those words never came. Instead, the lawyer cleared his throat and read, "I, Chief Bamadil Owalabi, leave the majority of my wealth to St. Mary's Orphanage." For a moment, I couldn't breathe. My brother turned, looked at me, his mouth slightly open. We both turned to the lawyer, waiting for him to say it was a mistake. But he didn't. Our father had given away everything. No mansions. No luxury cars. No businesses. No fat bank accounts. Nothing. The only thing left for us was the house we lived in, and even that wouldn't be enough to sustain us for long. That was the moment reality hit. We were on our own. Growing up, Tond and I had never known hardship. Our father, Chief Owalabi, was one of the wealthiest men in Lagos. He owned real estate, a chain of supermarkets, and several companies. We grew up in a mansion, attended the best private schools, and never had to work for anything. If we wanted something, we got it. Simple. I studied business administration in university, and Ton studied law, but the truth was, we never planned to use our degrees. Why would we? Our father's wealth was waiting for us. Or so we thought. When he passed away after a brief illness, we were devastated. But deep down, we took comfort in one thing: we wouldn't suffer. Our future was set. Or so we thought. After the will was read, we were in shock. But after the shock came anger. How could he do this to us? Ton fumed. We're his children. Not those orphans. I was quiet, thinking. Maybe someone tricked him, I suggested. That became our first theory: someone had manipulated our father. We started suspecting everyone: his lawyer, his personal assistant, even some of our uncles. We believed that someone must have convinced him to donate his wealth. But the lawyer shut that theory down quickly. Your father was of sound mind when he wrote this will, he said firmly. No one forced him. That made us even angrier. The second theory was more painful: maybe our father didn't love us enough. Maybe he thought we were irresponsible. Maybe he wanted to punish us. Maybe we had disappointed him in ways we never realized. The thoughts haunted us. But none of our theories mattered. The fact remained: we were broke. And worse, we didn't know how to survive. At first, we convinced ourselves that things wouldn't be too bad. We had some savings in our personal accounts, so we lived as usual for a while. But that money ran out faster than we expected. We tried getting jobs, but no one wanted to hire us. Why would I hire you? One businessman scoffed. You're Chief Owalabi's children. You have never worked a day in your life. And he was right. We had no experience. No skills. Nothing to offer. Desperation set in. The house our father left us was our last hope, but maintaining it was expensive. We struggled to pay electricity bills, water bills. Even feeding became a problem. Then came the worst day of our lives. We had to sell the house. It was painful. That house held all our childhood memories. But we had no choice. We sold it and moved into a small, one-room apartment in a rough part of town. From luxury to suffering, just like that. Life humbled us quickly. For the first time, we learned how to budget, how to manage money, how to cook our own food instead of ordering takeout. We also learned how to hustle. Tond, who had once dreamed of being a high-powered lawyer without lifting a finger, started offering legal advice to small business owners for a fee. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid the bills. Me, I started selling clothes. At first, I hated it. Me, the daughter of a millionaire, standing in the market, bargaining with customers over fabric. It felt shameful. But I had no choice. Little by little, we started surviving. And for the first time, we understood something. Our father was teaching us a lesson even in death. A year later, we got a call from our father's lawyer. "There's something you should know," he said. "Your father didn't leave everything to the orphanage." My heart stopped. "What do you mean?" "He only donated half of his wealth. The rest was kept aside for you." Ton and I looked at each other in shock. "But why?" Ton asked. The lawyer smiled. "Your father made it clear he wanted you to learn how to survive first. He said if you had everything handed to you, you would never understand the value of hard work. He wanted you to struggle, to experience real life, so that when you finally got the money, you would know how to handle it." I felt tears in my eyes. For a whole year, we had been angry at him. We thought he betrayed us. But in reality, he was protecting us. If we had gotten that money a year ago, we would have wasted it. Now, we understood its value. The money was finally ours. But something strange happened. We didn't rush to spend it. We still kept our jobs. I still sold clothes, but now I expanded my business. Ton still worked in law, but now he opened his own firm. Because we had learned the most important lesson of all, we never wanted to be helpless again. Our father had been right all along. And for the first time since his death, I smiled and whispered, "Thank you, Dad."